So the opening shot is of it's like a fog, and you see an American flag flapping through the fog, and then you see a building, sort of institutional looking building, and it says Roosevelt High School on it. Late last night, a body was found on the roof of Roosevelt High School. Late last night, that body was found. A body was found on the roof of Roosevelt High School. He was an A+ student, so articulate and clean. The girls all liked him, he was captain of the football team. And now that he's gone, they'll never win. Tim Cavasso was his name, and nobody knows who did him in. Late last night, a body was found. His body was found on the roof of Roosevelt High School. And the cops don't have a clue, and nobody else knows what to do. And Coach Bryson is praying to God, but he shouldn't be talking to the nerd detective squad. And then all of a sudden the camera we see, we're in like a regular classroom, and your map is pulled down, and there's 3 of the nerdiest students you've ever seen in your whole life sitting around, and they take roll call. David Heimowitz, present. Neil Goldfarb, present. Sun Yoon Kim, present. Sun Yoon is taking roll call, so he speaks first. As we all know, late last night, tragedy struck this school. Tim Cavasso might have been a jock, but he was also really cool. He was in all of our classes, sometimes stopped the other kids from beating our asses. And then Neil stands up, super mad, and he's like, "Well, aren't you guys just a little bit tired of getting ignored in this place? I know a lot of girls around this school would be excited if we solved this case. Well, we all know true courage is a rarity, but this might be our one shot at popularity. And I'm not saying that they treat us like God, but there'd be a lot of love for the nerd detective squad." And that's a shot of the school milling around. Late last night, a body was found. A body was found on the roof of Roosevelt High School. And here's something that you all know. Those 3 nerds, they're gonna give it a go. And while the rest of the school mourns the news, the nerds are out there, they're searching for clues. And then, wait, hold on. You see Neil Goldfarb, and he's actually wearing one of those, like, detective hats that has a brim in the front and the back, and he's holding a magnifying glass, and he's on his hands and knees, and he's actually looking at footprints through the magnifying glass.
What's up, Butt Munch?
Don't hurt me.
Hey, Butt Munch, what are you doing with that magnifying glass? Like, what are you looking for, like, footprints or something?
I'm searching for clues. Sun Yoon Kim, David Heimowitz, and me formed a detective agency. We're gonna figure out what happened to Tim Cavasso.
Are you serious, dude? Like, you don't know?
Well, I don't know yet, but we're definitely gonna figure this one out.
No, you moron. The cops already, like, figured it out. They found the bloody knife in Tommy Peretti's garbage can. Tommy already confessed to the whole thing.
Well, I mean, that isn't necessarily correct. I mean, the truth is definitely out.
Confess to it, you dumbass. And you're here looking for clues like some Sherlock Goldstein.
That's actually, I mean, first of all, it would be Shylock Holmes. Would be insult there, and that's actually a little bit offensive, so I'm just going to ignore it. And,
you know what? I bet you thought everybody would love you if you solved this case.
well, I mean, love's like a strong word, but and me and my friends, Sun Yoon and David, thought that maybe doing something helpful for the community would be appreciated.
Helpful for the community? Can you hear yourself, dude? Like you're trying to figure this out so you can get popular. You know what you are? You're a nerd. And you know what? You're always gonna be a fucking nerd.
Late last night, a body was found. A body was found on the roof of Roosevelt High School. And the nerds, well, they're still nerds. They're still called butt munches, and they're still called turds.
it.